Let's open to what's coming through for the collective today. Hello, Spirit speaking. This is a sacred space for listening, healing, and remembering. Take what resonates and allow the rest to pass by gently. Let's begin with the channeled message for today. I know that many of you have gone through tremendous and very powerful shifts last year. It was certainly not an easy time for the collective, to say the least. You may not have realized what a powerful transformation you've been going through for quite some time. For some of you, this has been a time of great change and sometimes a painful letting go of things that have stood as your firm foundation for many years. It was a breakdown of these structures, your past personal energy and beliefs. For some, it may have been with your closest relationships and circles, such as family and friends, and even changes within your vocation. The shifts have been noticeably felt, to say the least. This inner transformation allowed you to alchemize your energy to a higher vibration. Some of you may realize the underlying spiritual reasons this took place, and some may not. For those of you that did not understand, it could have felt like your whole world was falling apart with no apparent reason. You could have felt that life was just coming at you, and some may have felt like I have abandoned you in your time of need. You may even have felt anger and resentment towards me as your creator. This is reasonable, as you need to understand the whys to make sense of it all. To those who were perhaps a little bit more aware of this time of transformation and what it was all about, I don't dismiss that this was trying for you as well, but I know that you realize these changes needed to take place to break endless generational cycles, chains, and curses that were passed down from generation to generation within your family lines. Some of you were the ones in your family lineage that were chosen souls to be here at this time, and end certain cycles or patterns that may have existed for many centuries. Many of you may have felt like the black sheep, the only one in your downline that was doing the inner work to transform the energy for all the generations to come. As we close out this last year with a true ending just before the Chinese New Year and slip into the end of the year, with the fire horse you have done great and powerful marked shifts that have set up new energy for this to arrive. This new cycle of the fire horse is one of a total new beginning, a new year to rebuild on the firm foundation that you will build on the ground that you so painstakingly have prepared. This is a time of renewal and rebuilding in all areas of your lives. You must have a beautiful vision of what's to be created and what comes next. Use your God-given talents and creativity to manifest the life you have so longed for. I ask each one of you to search your heart and paint a beautiful picture of what you would like your life to look like down to the smallest detail. When you have anchored your vision in your mind's eye, be the one that walks this truth forward into the physical world. Move forward on the earth plane and begin your rebuild. The energy coming in is fast-moving in nature. The element of fire can be used as a basis for personal power. But remember, fire is powerful and must be tamed or can become destructive. Move with great power and intention to use this flame in the correct measure. Just as there is balance within nature, I ask that you balance yourselves within your spiritual and earthly lives. This must be a perfect blending of your masculine and feminine energies. In order to do this, you must look into your own center, for it is through love that we create balance and beauty. There will be so much more to come. Just as a moth is attracted to a flame, remember the power of fire and use it for warmth and not destruction. So we'll begin with the reading portion for the collective today. Please remember, just take what resonates and allow the rest to pass by gently, as this may be meant for someone else within the collective. What feels present right now in the emotional field? There seems to be a shared tone that was hard for some of you to find your creative spark and to begin again after some of your past experiences. For some, your creativity may have felt dried up, but now I see that shifting within you. There's something in the air that feels like it's shifting as far as collaboration and starting towards a rebuild. There is a quiet presence of wanting to move past whatever it was that held you back or blocked your creativity. So many of you may be noticing the shift at this time, and if we look at the root of this energy, there was something beneath that where some of you were being called to create firmer boundaries. And for some, it was a time where you weren't following your own intuitive knowing, even though your intuition was strong. It was through not having strong boundaries that by not following your intuition, that your boundaries were compromised in the past. And I see this now being shaped from a place where it's going to be all about your wishes. So what seems to be at the root of the energy at this time? We'll take a look at where the pressure might seem to be the strongest. And I feel that this was not being able to fully stand in your personal power where this tension was being created. But at this time, there's a delicate balance, and it feels like a crossroads between your creative spark and your personal power. And even though some of you may feel like there's a bit of an inner conflict, you're not at the top as far as, your destiny is concerned, this will have you realize that the tension that's being created and the pressure is what's going to catapult you forward. Remember, there's always a reason for whatever energies are present. So now we'll take a look at what's beginning to change or move. And I see for some of you moving out of a period of time where you went through a little bit of maybe a depressed state. So there is a shift taking place, and although you're just at the beginning of taking a new path or creating something new for yourself, I see a lot of you beginning a shift within your own emotional self and taking an altered stance as far as what you will and will not put up with from others, staying grounded and not in any kind of disillusioned energy. So just in beneath this is you forming new structures for yourself and sitting in quiet contemplation, grounding yourself within Mother Earth's energy. And I see you doing some meditative or being in a meditative state, working through any kind of lack mindset at this time. And Spirit's inviting you to being asked, and what is being asked of you is to create a good, steady, stable home base and roots for yourself and those that you love. Nurture yourself and have connectedness with others. And although the past may have been difficult to rise, they want you to rise. Spirit wants you to rise up like the phoenix out of your own ashes and begin again. A powerful transformation is what Spirit's invitation is to you, and that's your quiet guidance for this. If this is honored, Spirit says that your wish as far as bringing in prosperity, and I don't just mean money, prosperity with money, but prosperity in all areas of your life, meaning peace, happiness, and prosperity in every area, including your friendships, family relationships, business, and so on. I see you taking your personal power back and things really moving swiftly for you. If you're to follow Spirit's guidance, you'll be coming out of a time where there's conflict and finding more peace within yourself. Now, I also pulled some cards for a wish for the collective, and what I see is a lot of you are moving out of turbulent times emotionally, physically, and some of you may be moving into a new location. I see beautiful prosperity with money, and some of you may be receiving an inheritance at this time. Finding balance actually within yourselves and within the world you live in. So I see some of you taking some time to balance things out for yourself. Now we'll move into the message portion. And the very first message is walking unscathed. You were fortunate, a trap that was laid for you, but your wisdom kept you from falling in it. Protected. Find solace in the safety of knowing that you were sheltered and guided through life's tempest towards more tranquil shores. Rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. Take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journeys. Happiness. It's simple. Find the joy in the small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling and a contented heart. Meadows of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence and blossoms in the simplicity of now. River of release. Drift along the river of release where waters carry away burdens, guiding you towards renewal. Release and renew. Embrace the flow of letting go. Welcome renewal and allow a new energy to shape your path. Act with clarity. Focus your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. Clear mind sweep. Sweep away any doubts and know that you have the right to divine flow. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. Be open to receive. Invite abundance with open arms, embracing the blessing waiting to flow into your life. Recovery. Come back in strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for triumphant resurgence. Resurrection. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Now we have some messages from the magical fairies, and the first one is, let the universe know what you want. This card serves as a reminder of the importance of asking for your desires. The universe is much like a restaurant in that you need to put in your order before anything can happen. Your current situation calls for action on your part. First, spend some time clarifying your desires, and then tell the universe clearly what you want, and you can always qualify your request with a prayer by asking this or something better so you don't unwittingly limit yourself. However, you do need to make a clear decision about your desires. The additional meanings for this card, so again, just take what resonates with you. Be honest with the people in your life. Tell the universe what you want. Write a list of your desires. Have a heart-to-heart talk with someone. The next message comes from the Ascended Masters, and its message is retreat into nature. You've been indoors too long, and you need a refreshing break from stressful conditions. No matter how busy you are, there's always time to pause for fresh air. This card comes to you today with a strong message for you to spend time alone outdoors. The healing effects of nature will revive your energy and outlook, and you'll return to home or work with new ideas and fresh perspectives. Think of your nature retreat as an investment that will yield huge dividends. Additional meanings for this card. Your desires or decisions to take a vacation are valid. You have a life's purpose involving environmentalism or nature work. Work with pure flower essences, crystals, plant, spirit medicine, or other natural healing methods. Commune with animals, trees, fairies, and other spirits of nature. Follow messages from Healing with the Angels, and it's a part of a retreat. Spend some time alone in quiet thought, clear your mind, and focus on your truth and your priorities. Spirit asks, are you pushing yourself too hard, beloved child? The angels remind us that the rest is a natural cycle in every living thing. Think of a mighty oak tree that grows in spurts and then rests as it draws its nourishment from deep within the earth. It takes its time before growing upward again. So just like an oak tree, it's important for you to nourish yourself with spiritual and emotional food while you're taking time to rest and reflect on your heart's true feelings and desires. Your angels speak to you through your heart, and when you listen and honor your feelings, you will walk hand in hand with God and the angels. You will know then it is true divine guidance and not just your imagination or wishful thinking if it speaks to your desire to make a difference in this world. And the following message is from Archangel Michael, and it's a card of positive thoughts create positive results. This situation calls for uplifting thoughts, which are the magical ingredients that you've been looking for. Although you may protest that you already have a positive mindset, Archangel Michael advises you to purge your thoughts and speech of any worries or other negativity that could diminish your manifestations. Michael says you can tell how constructive your thoughts are by paying attention to recent events in your life, as there is a direct correlation between positive thoughts and positive results. He will help you buoy your spirits to a truly beneficial level, so your experiences are happy and welcome. So some possible and specific meanings. Adopt a daily or hourly practice of saying positive affirmations. Read a book or take a class on positive affirmations. Avoid blaming yourself or others. Instead, focus on solutions rather than worrying about something. Pray and practice a loving, compassionate state of mind. And there's a prayer that goes with this, and it says, Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. Amen. So as we close, if this message has resonated, I will see you Sundays and Wednesdays at 5:30 for the next collective reading. Until then, thank you, follow gently, and together we will rise.